Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine. Welcome back to MLS Online Virtual Classroom. We are on chapter number 1, the universe in our solar system. In previous lecture, we learned about universe, its components, while our today's target is to know certain facts about moon. Then we would be doing comprehension of page number 4, where we would be doing 7 question and answers. So in previous lecture we learned that we live on planet Earth, and planet Earth is one of the planets of solar system, and solar system is the part of Milky Way, while Milky Way is one of the billions of galaxies of our universe. Now it is the time to know about certain facts of our moon, that is our Chandamamu. The first thing which we have to discuss is that moon is 384,000 kilometers away from us. So, my dear students, have you ever wondered that moon is so much far away from us? Then is there any human being who was able to travel to moon? The answer is yes. There was an astronaut who traveled to moon for the first time, and after then there were many other astronauts as well. Now the question is that who was the first astronaut? The answer is astronaut Neil Armstrong landed on moon in 1969 for the first time, and the spacecraft he used was Apollo 11. Now, my dear students, I want to share a riddle with you that is in Urdu. The genius one would be able to answer. चांद पर पहला कदम किसने रखा? Yes, you just learnt about this that Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. The next part of the riddle is चांद पर दूसरा कदम किसने रखा? Only the genius one would be able to answer. I am giving you 2 seconds only. दूसरा कदम भी नील आर्मस्ट्रॉन्ग ने ही रखा. ऐसे तो नहीं हो सकता कि वो चांद पर एक कदम के साथ जाए. So that was a kind of fun part for us. Now moving forward, we have to do questions like comprehension of page number 4. Now we have a very first question, what is universe? First of all, we would revise that what we learnt about universe in the previous lectures, then we would answer them. I need your full attention at this moment. You have to review and revise what we learned in the previous lectures. So we learned that universe is a collection of all things that exist in space. Now my dear students, can you tell me that what does this thing indicate? Yes, it indicates billions of galaxies, and it also includes lot of empty space. So now can you answer that what is universe? Yes, you must answer it in this manner. Universe is a collection of all things that exist in space. It consists of billions of galaxies and a lot of empty space. So this is our universe. Our next question is, name the components of the solar system, and this is one of the easiest questions. I told you in the previous lecture that solar means sun. We also discussed that there are planets in solar system. How many planets are there? 8 planets. We also learned about moon. What was else in solar system? Meteoroids which travel around the earth. And we also learned about asteroids, which are rocky objects that all the time travel in the solar system. So we get to know the answer that our solar system consists of sun, 8 planets, natural satellites such as moon, asteroids and meteoroids. I hope this is clear. Moving forward, we have our next question, that is, what is equator? I am sharing this picture as well so that we can revise it in a better manner. So we learned in the previous lecture that equator is a line that passes across the center of the earth in an horizontal manner. And horizontal manner means from west to east or east to west. And the answer is an imaginary line that runs horizontally across the center of earth. Horizontally means this form. Next, what is moon? Write a short note on moon. So, my dear students, we just in the start of this lecture we learnt about moon and certain facts as well. We can quote those facts as well. Be creative in this manner. I am sharing just 2 to 3 lines. You can add up your own lines as well. So this is our moon. In the previous lectures we learnt about moon that it is a natural satellite. What was natural satellite? A body that revolves around another body in the satellite naturally, just as moon revolves around our planet earth. And we also learnt about moon that it has no light of its own. No doubt when we look at the moon at night time it is shining or it is bright in the sky, but the light of sun is reflected upon moon. It does not have its own light. So the answer is moon is a natural satellite. It does not have light of its own. Then I am quoting the facts which we learned today. American astronaut landed on moon in 1969. There is no water or oxygen on the moon. Now what you can do, my dear students, that to be creative, you can add up the name of astronaut here as well, Neil Armstrong. You can also add up other informations that every planet has its own number of moons and planet Earth has only one moon. That is creativity and you can add it up. Then now there are 3 more questions and those 3 questions are like you have to search for them by your own selves. The very first question is, name the biggest and brightest star of Milky Way. Can you name it? Okay, I am sharing a hint. This is our solar system in Milky Way. Now we have to search the brightest and biggest star. Now if you see in this picture, there are planets. These are all planets which are revolving around sun. Now there is one another body, that is sun, and there are numerous small shiny bodies. Now we have to identify which one of them is the biggest and brightest star. Now sun is the biggest star while there are other stars, but they are smaller in size and they are not as much bright as our sun. So the answer is the biggest and the brightest star of Milky Way is sun. Our next question is, name some countries in the southern hemisphere that experience winter when Pakistan experiences summer. Now, the answer to this question is that you have to find it by your own self. But definitely, I'm going to share the answer in the copy work down below. But you have to search it by your own self. What we have to do, first we have to learn that which countries would be in southern hemisphere or where is Pakistan and what is the trick to know the answer. Now we have to know the countries of southern hemisphere which would experience winter when Pakistan experiences summer. Pakistan is in northern hemisphere. So we learned in the previous lectures that whenever there is a season in northern hemisphere, the opposite of it would be in southern hemisphere. Just as there would be summer season in northern, winter season would be in southern hemisphere. In the given question, the writer is saying that in Pakistan there would be summer season. So, in which countries at southern pole would be winter season? So, you have to search for the countries of southern pole. You don't have to write the long question that which countries of southern hemisphere would have winter when Pakistan has summer. What you have to do, you just have to search the countries of southern hemisphere and just write the names of those countries. I have shared the answer of this question in copy work. After searching your answer, you can cross check it with mine one. Our last question of the day is the name of the astronaut who landed on moon in 1969, and also we have to find out the name of their spacecraft. So in the starting of this lecture, we learnt about this, that the name of astronaut was Neil Armstrong and name of their spacecraft was Apollo 11. It is the time to know your homework, and your homework is to write the question answers on loose sheets, and the message of the day is work hard in silence, let success make the noise. It means that you don't have to tell each and everybody at your home or to your fellows that look, I am working hard, look, I have done my homework. No, keep on work in a silent manner, and at the end your success would tell to the people around you that yes, you worked hard. Good luck, my dear students.